going to be working on our stress triangle. Now, our stress triangle is the top of our head down to our shoulders and across, creating obviously a triangle. It's where we keep a lot of our tension, and when we're stressed, we crunch up like this. And so we're gonna release everything and let it go. All right, so this is gonna be a short flow, maybe about 15 minutes. Today you will need some sort of blocks situation. So if you have books can work. We'll for sure use one. If you have two, go ahead and grab both. And then a strap. Now, a yoga strap looks like this. You can also just use a belt. We just need something that is wider than your shoulders so that you can straighten your arms out and have both of those things handy. We are going to be on our knees, so if you want to add a blanket down for your knees as well, that's completely fine. So we'll start in a easy seated position. You can have crisscross applesauce. You can sit on your knees. If you have really tight hips and your knees are folding in like this, go ahead and grab a block and sit on it. I like to sit on it just for fun. So it really helps open up the space in between your hips and your thighs. Start to sit with a tall spine. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep inhale, filling your belly up. Open mouth, sigh it out. Inhale. Sigh it out. Last one. Seal your lips. Start to take even inhales, filling your belly, exhales through your nose. Just some breath fun facts for you. Breathing into your belly helps your nervous system calm down. If you're breathing into your chest, that triggers anxiety and your fight or flight senses. So try and focus your breath to be deeper down through your diaphragm. Take one last breath cycle. And start to flutter open your eyes. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, right hand drops towards the ground, left arm reaches up and over. Just beginning with a gentle side stretch through our left body, left side. You can gently gaze forward, or if it feels comfortable for you, look up underneath your arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to switch sides. Left arm reaches down, right arm reaches up and over. Same thing with your head placement here. See what works best for you on this side. Inhale back to center. Interlace your palms or your fingers and bring them to the base of your head. So this is mainly here just for some gentle weight. And we're gonna let our chin drop towards our chest, letting the natural weight of our hands add to the stretch. You should feel this in your upper back. If you want to make this more active, you can work on opening up your elbows towards the back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. If you're wanting this more restorative, let your elbows drop in, relaxing. Keep a tall spine while you're here. And gently release. Both hands come to the mat. Keep your chin pulled down. Rotate your right ear to your right shoulder. Gazing up towards the ceiling. You can play with your right hand. See if that does anything, and then notice the difference of playing with your left hand. Moving it around. If you feel a spot or a stretch that feels best for you, and gently release. Both hands come to the ground. I'm going to remove the block out from underneath me. You can keep yours if you need to. Keeping your chin pulled in towards your chest, start to rotate your right ear to right shoulder. You should feel a stretch or a sensation on the left side of your neck, maybe down your shoulder. It could be all the way down towards your fingertips. Play around with your left hand placement, crawling your fingers forward, back, side to side, and see what feels best for you. Take a moment to find stillness where it's a little more intense, relieving some stress in that area. Gently walk your left hand to be in line with your left hip if it's not already. Plant your palm all the way down, left ear to left shoulder, reach over with a side body stretch. Slowly drop your right hand near your left towards the ground and walking palm by palm towards the front of the room. Take an inhale and start to rise. And switch your legs. So whichever way you're crossing, start to cross them the other way, finding balance. Bring both hands out to the side. Let your left ear drop to left shoulder this time. And now play with your right hand. See how it feels to walk around. And then wherever it feels best for you today, find stillness. Start to bring your right hand in line with your right hip if you haven't already. Place your right palm all the way down. Rotate your right ear to right shoulder. Left arm reaches up and over for your side body stretch. Try and keep your hips pressed evenly into the mat. And bring your left hand down to meet your right. Palm by palm, walk it over towards the front and fold. Gently start to rise on your inhale. And grab your strap or your belt. You can double it up so it's not as long if you like, but this is going to depend on your shoulder flexibility. So grab onto it, bring your hands out forward, taking about a V shape, and gently start to rotate your hands up towards the ceiling. Just keeping your palms facing forward. Drop your shoulders towards your hips, opening up your chest. And gently bring it back down. One more time, start to rise. And bring it back down. Now, if you need more length, you can start to drop. Now, if you need more length, you can start to open up your hands just a little bit. We're working our way all the way back this time. So as you inhale, arms reach back behind you, gently rotating and lowering down. The farther away your hands are from each other, the easier it is. If you feel any sort of pain in your shoulder that does not feel good, do not continue to do this. Just modify as needed and start maybe with the first version that we were doing. So we're gonna take about 5 rounds here. I've done 2 so far. Nice and slow, going back and forth. Just breaking up all the fascia, lactic acid you might have, warming up the muscles. Last one. And gently release. You can move your strap out to the side. Start to shift forward, coming into a tabletop pose. Plant your left hand into the ground. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Flip your palm and take a gentle little bind here. Right pinky tucking into your left hip. Notice I'm still opening up my chest, gazing over my shoulder. Take an inhale and exhale. Now gently reach back up with your right hand and thread the needle through the left side body, lowering all the way down to your shoulder. Left hand can stay where it's at. Right arm can reach up and take the same style of bind we just did on the other side. You may need to resituate your head. We're pressing into our right shoulder, trying to pull our left shoulder down and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently release. Left hand plants, right hand reaches back up, and find stillness. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left hand rises. Flip your palm. Take a gentle little bind here. Now your hand might not be all the way in your hip. That's okay. You're just reaching that direction. One more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, left hand rises. Exhale, thread the needle through the right side body this time. Once again, option to keep your right hand under your shoulder or take your bind with your right arm. Take one more inhale. Release on your exhale. Right hand plants. Left hand reaches back up towards the ceiling. And relax. Curl your toes under. Look towards your hands and gently make your way to a forward fold. Feet wider than hip width distance apart. Grab opposite elbows. Gently sway side to side. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And completely release any tension in the top half of your body. You can sway side to side. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. And release your hands. Heel toe your feet underneath your hips. And slowly start to rise. Shoulders roll up towards your ears, down and back. Interlace your hands behind your back, taking a fist, and then bring it to your right hip, letting your right elbow be out to the side. You're going to drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently roll your right ear to right shoulder, keeping your grip clasp where it's at. Inhale. Exhale, keep your right ear to right shoulder, this time rotating your grip over to your left hip, left elbow pointing out to the side. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll your chin over to the left, left ear to left shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your fist down towards the ground, puff your chest, pull your chin to chest. And then slowly start to rise, looking forward and then going back. Looking up towards the ceiling, we're keeping a tall spine, so no back bend here. Just gently opening up the front of your throat. Letting your shoulders drop towards your hips. And slowly pull your chin back to center. Release your hands, coming to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, left foot goes back. Drop your back knee, easy twist. Left hand plants, right hand rises. Now, option to stay here, or if you really want to open up your shoulders, your chest, take a gentle little bind, bringing your right arm behind towards your left hip. Inhale, back to center, right hand plants. Curl your back toes under, lift your knee, step your right foot back. Left foot pulls forward this time, drop your right knee down. Left hand rises, easy twist. Option to stay here, option to take that gentle little bind on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Left hand plants. Curl your back toes under. Lift your knee. Step your left foot back. Drop down to your knees. And we're going to come into a puppy pose. So we'll start with some blocks if you have them. If not, your hands are fine just down on the ground. Whew. So start to shift your hips over your knees, and then we'll walk our hands forward, letting our heart drop towards the ground. You can gaze forward, you can let your forehead rest onto the mat. You can let your chin rest to the mat, whatever works for you. Just gently opening up our chest, our heart, the front of our shoulders. One more breath cycle here. And gently start to rise. Walking your hands back underneath your shoulders. You can move your blocks out of the way and swivel around to find a seat. Take your blocks and we are going to take a fish pose. Now, if you don't have blocks or books, grab a pillow. And the whole point is just to open up our heart by lifting our chest off the ground and letting our shoulders drape over and relaxing down. So if you do have blocks, you're going to take one at the lowest setting, long ways. It's going to be placed about here on your back as you lay down. So upper back, shoulders, or mid-back, shoulders. And then the other block is going to be used as your pillow. You also have the option to not use a second block. So if you only have one, that works too. But we're slowly going to lower onto our backs. You'll notice pretty quickly if it doesn't feel good. So feel free to move around, find some stillness. It should be somewhat restorative. Letting your shoulders drape over. It'll be more intense the more you open up your arms. So if you cactus your arms, you'll feel it more in your chest. If you lower, you'll feel it less. So see what version works for you and then find stillness. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. And start to walk your feet up, removing the block from your head, rolling over to the side to remove the block from your back. And coming into Shavasana Pose, just gently laying all the way down. Start to close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Release your throat. Shoulders are heavy. Heart opens. Stomach melts. Arms relax. Hips relax. Legs let go. And feet fall out to the side. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today. I'll see you next time.